People wondering if it's okay to eat an apple slice because they're scared that they will get kicked out of ketosis or not get into ketosis. The ketogenic diet in a nutshell is a high-fat, moderate protein, low to no carb diet. The theory: when you eat carbohydrates, your body processes them with insulin, which shuttles blood glucose into fat stores. If you don't eat many carbs, your body starts running on ketones, which your liver manufactures from fat. Now, these are 4 reasons why I think keto is the worst diet. Before we begin, hit like, and if you're new here, hit subscribe and the bell to stay up to date with all things fat loss. 1. It's not necessary. To lose fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. The keto diet does not guarantee that you'll get into a calorie deficit and lose weight and fat. It's hugely restrictive. This can make it mentally demanding and challenging. And the more we restrict, the more likely we are to rebound and seek out those foods that we are restricting at some point in the future. This can cause you to put on any weight that you did lose back on and even more. Another issue with it being so restrictive is that our social lives can suffer, as we can't go out to dinner and enjoy ourselves with our friends, who are likely to eat non-keto meals. This can make sticking to the diet much harder too, as you distance yourselves from your support networks, all in the name of following rigid, unnecessary rules. It conflates fat loss and fat burning. Something that attracts people to keto is the fact that they are using fat as a fuel source and not carbs. However, this seems to make people think that we are usually burning carbs. We're not. Most of us are usually burning a mixture, and we're mostly burning fats. And if you're more active, you're likely to be burning even more fats as a fuel source than carbohydrates. However, when we're talking about fat loss, this is irrelevant. You can burn fat as a fuel source and not lose fat. You can burn carbohydrates as a fuel source and lose fat, because being in a calorie deficit is what causes you to lose fat. It creates anxiety. I've read in forums people wondering if it's okay to eat an apple slice because they're scared that they will get kicked out of ketosis or not get into ketosis. If eating apples is causing anxiety, I'd really suggest you look into a more flexible approach that won't cause such issues. So here's my recommendation. If keto is something that you want to try, by all means do so. But I'd recommend, rather than go all in, try it for a couple of days, maybe on the weekend, and see how it affects your lifestyle. But please know that you can get similar, if not better, results by following a much less rigid diet. And that's the approach that I would suggest, as I want you to lose fat and keep it off for good without wondering if you're in ketosis and being too scared to eat apples.